Hi everyone, Dorota Palicka, international nail artist and educator here, and today we are going to do a mix of Christmas designs, something which I have enjoyed doing so much. So there will be lots of tutorials coming up with the Christmas designs. Have a wee preview of them in here. Yeah, I hope you really enjoy watching this tutorial. If you do, let me know below in the comments as I would love to read them all. Also, if you're new in here, don't forget to subscribe as there is lots of tutorials coming up every Monday, Wednesdays and Saturdays. So let's start. So I've got some jumpers already done, and they are tutorials already on the channel how to do it. So like how to do it, this flower one and this one and this one as well. I didn't want to repeat it, but also you've got an idea how this design looks as well, so you can recreate it on your own, even probably without of watching the other one. So we've got the tip ready in here. I'm just going to remove the dust, and then we are going to paint it white. So 173 Tic Tac white. And obviously the tips are wide, but I just wanted to show the process for the complete beginners. So you would have a client nails and you would paint them white. Of course, you could also do it in different colors as well. I just wanted to show on white. And then once you're happy with it, cure it. And I will just show you this process once, so we save the time. I've got already the rest of them prepared in here. So when my tip is curing, before I can apply the top coat, I'm going to use the paint on French gel on the mixing palette. Clean it and then prep my brushes as well. We'll probably working with both of them for a different effects. Okay, now I'm going to apply the matte top coat. It's a velour top coat. It's actually quite awesome. I love the feel of it because it feels like a velour. So I'm just applying this matte top coat all over and pop it into the lamp to give it a cure. Once it's cured, you remove it from the lamp. It's going to look like this. So this is a matte top coat. My next step is to cleanse it. It doesn't have inhibition layer, but I like to cleanse it just before I start painting. And now we are ready to paint another design for the jumper. Okay, so another type of the jumper you could do is a stars. What we are going to do is we will paint some stars. I'm painting like a wee triangle, then cross, and then I know where my star is going to be. And what is great about it, you don't need the top coat over it. That's why you've got the design so 3D. Okay, and we've got some star ready. Then another one. So this is always to indicate for me where the arms are going. And then fill it up. Another one. Okay, then just a part of it. And again, just a part. Just so we've got the entire tip. You can make them smaller or you can make them bigger. You can make them more in the middle like we did it with the love hearts as well. It's just to give you an ideas. Okay, so just to warm up the hand, very easy stars. I'm just going to perfect it a little bit. And then we can move on after that for the harder ones. Dotting tool. And then couple dots. So just search in those kind of empty spaces and place some dots. One more. And then once you're happy with the design, take a clear acrylic powder and sprinkle on over it. Now, actually, before I start sprinkling, I'm just going to put a baby wipe in there, because otherwise all my pots are going to slide like really bad. Okay, and then just start sprinkle it. I want those completely matte look, that's why I have choose clear acrylic powder, but you could also use some other things like sugar glitters. That looks quite nice as well, if you want to have a sparkle. Okay, so once this is done, we can cure it. And then on this tip, we are going to paint more advanced design. Okay, so with the dotting tool, right in the middle, I'm placing a wee dot. Now I'm going to be drawing much slower as well. And then rhombus shape. And you can also be able to see the quality of the work as well when it's slower. I think the stars were just so kind of easy one. That's why I rushed through it. And now I'm going to take my time. And another rhombus. You could also use this design to paint on top of red color, say, and don't sugar it, just top coat it. I think it will look pretty cool, especially this one which we are going to create now. Okay, another one. As you can see it, my brush is not as loaded with the product. Like if you want to paint precise, you have to have little product on your brush. And another one. And this will also show you that the jumpers don't need to be heavily done. Okay, now in between, just a wee line. So when I'm painting those kind of detail, I always say I'm holding the breath. I'm actually escalating it. And to try to keep my hand like as steady as possible. Okay, now right on the top, we are going to do some other the rhombus shape design. Another one which is starting where the middle of this one is. And another one. Okay, now through the center we want to run some line. Another line where the next rhombus is. I hope I pronounced this good. And I'm painting them really nice and thin. And another one. I'm using the D-liner brush for the line work. Okay, now on the outer side we are going to add another lines. Into a triangle shape. Basically what I want to tell you guys is you can use any kind of pattern you like for the jumpers. You remember in a primary school when we was all sitting and painting all those different designs to warm up the hand, like before we start writing the letters. Basically you could use all those patterns. No, I don't want to rush it. So I'm just keep doing the same size triangles. Or zigzag. Look also like how I'm, oh yeah, how I'm preparing my brush as well. Like I don't want to be loaded with the paint too much. Okay, we're also missing something in the middle part. So I'm just going to, actually I don't want to overdo it. I love it the way it is. I'm just going to do simple dots now. My dotting tool. And we'll just do the dots in there. Yes, that was the good choice. Again, I don't want to rush them. You know, we'll have some pretty designs and some kind of hurry up designs. Because definitely, like, even those simple things like doing a dots, if you take your time, they're prettier. And that was the right choice, because we want the center of this jumper to show up more than the sides of it. Okay, see, that's what's happened when you got the acrylic powder all over the place. Everything just runs. That's why I put the white, because otherwise all my pots would keep moving. So I'm sprinkle this one. You have to kind of sprinkle pretty decent. Remove the excess and then let's cook it. And then we will do one more, maybe two more, I will see. Okay, so the next one is ready. And now I'm going to paint some letter S. And that's the easiest way kind of how to describe it. I'm trying to always break the things down into the simple shapes, because if we do it this way, then it is much easier. Okay, so the letter S. Can you see it as a letter S? Okay, now another one. Again, I want to take time with this one. Prep my brush. And perfect it. The reason why I'm not trying to paint it the right thickness straight away is like in case if I do the mistake, then I've got from each side, I've got some room for improvement so I can kind of fix my shape a little bit better. Okay, then another letter S. Again, I'm careful like to keep it in the line shape. Thicken it up. And paint one more just outside it. If you are very scared that you might do some mistake, what you could do is you could do part by part. So draw one letter S, put the acrylic powder over it, and then make another one. Then once I have indicated the shape, I can perfect it. This is actually a really good exercise to improve your nail art skills. Like same in school, when they was teaching us before we start painting the writing, actually not painting, but writing the letters. Okay, now I'm going to add the finishing touch into this one. And finishing touch into this one. And then we will paint some other detail. I'm just perfecting the lines. Okay, then take the dotting tool again. And this time we are going to place 3 dots. And then sprinkle it with the acrylic powder. Okay, remove the excess, cook it in. And we have created 3 jumpers. Now I'm going to show you them. So we've got the stars. I'm using just a dust brush to remove the excess of the acrylic powder, and you can see it we've got some stars. Then we've got the nice one. That's the nicest one. I like the small detail on the edges of it, and the central, I think, is so beautiful. It's not going to work. I've got the acrylic powder everywhere. And then the last one. Oh, forget that. The letter S. So I'm just removing the excess of the powder. And that's what we have created today. But that's just so you've gotten an idea of the different jumpers you can create using the matte top coat and the acrylic pigments. Okay guys, I'm sending you lots of glittery hacks, and bye for now.